must mention that with diet, getting plenty of exercise is also very essential. Coach, would you say something about, what kind of exercises or what would you recommend?
Looks like
I didn't get the last part of your question. You want me to speak to what?
Yes, if you can, what kind of exercises would you recommend, or what would you recommend, people with chronic disease or people who are
beginners,
yeah. Right. And
well, I would recommend really to follow the advice of your doctor, and because everybody's at a different fitness level. Right. So, Kalindi and I met through CrossFit, and I find that a wonderful modality because just of the way, psychologically, I like the way it trains my body. Physically, I like the way it makes me feel, but, it might not be great for anybody else. Tai Chi is also a phenomenal exercise modality, and it's very low impact. And it really addresses, a lot of things like, the mind-body connection. It addresses, balance. It addresses your musculature. It heats you up. It's low impact. It's good for old folks, especially with, with balance and gait issues. So, swimming is a fantastic probably the best thing you could do for your body, because you use 100% of all the muscles in your body, and it's low impact.
Sure.
You got to go on the advice of your doctor. If you have cardiac disease and you have blockages and you have hypertension issues, then you really, maybe need to wear a heart monitor and keep your heart rate at a certain rate. Since my cardiac event, that's what I started to do when exercising. I was wearing a cardiac monitor and just not letting myself get up into, what I would call like the red zone of your training, which is about 90% of your, your training zone, I think that if you get into the 60 to 70 or 70 to 84 percentile of your total, heart rate, I think that you're good there. Going for walks are fantastic, It really depends on your personal preference. Some people like to exercise in different ways. So find what's right about you, find what works for your body. But it's multi-pronged. You have to be able to tie your diet in, because otherwise you're only taking care of one thing. And look at what happened to me. I was in tip-top shape, and, I still arrested.
No,
so they say that like 240 minus your age should be your heart rate, but for the beginner,
240 now. I was going on 225 minus your age.
Yes, something like that. But the main thing is not that's your max. So you can start at 70%.
That's your max, yeah.
So that's
so you want to go to about 70 to 84% of that. Even 70 to like 92% of your, maximum heart rate, you're going to be in that red zone. You don't want to be there too much. You really rather be in that zone below 84 to 92 or, 73 to 84%. You're going to get benefits. 20 minutes or more in that 70% will do wonders for you cardiovascularly.
Yeah, the main thing is to build up slowly, like I did, because my triglycerides used to be high, and my HDL used to be low and all that. I went to the park, Brookdale Park, and I couldn't run. I just couldn't run 2 minutes and I'll get out of breath. So, but I didn't want to give up. So I would run 2 minutes, walk 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. So gradually built up. And then of course I ran marathons and all those things, but everything starts slowly. But the main thing is you do what you enjoy doing. Don't do it because you have to do it. Otherwise it's not going to stay.
And when you enjoy, it becomes part of your life. It becomes,
absolutely.
It becomes you. And
that's a big factor as far as, am I still muted or am I not muted?
No, you're
good.
You
can hear me?
You're good. You're good.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, and a big part of training clients is you want to make sure they're having fun, because if you're having fun, you're going to come back. So if I train every person I train is different. Some people like certain exercises, and I'm going to make sure they have fun. If somebody hates to do burpees, I'm not going to make them do burpees. You know, I'm going to find an exercise which is going to be fun for them, where you know, that's what I like about CrossFit, because I look at that as like an adult jungle gym and an adult playground, and you can find your niche in there.
And
Totally.
You can everything is scalable. Everything is scalable, and you want to make sure you're having fun. If people are enjoying themselves, they're going to always want to exercise.
Yeah. And what about hiking, Anuj? We are hiking.
Hiking is beautiful for your spirit, right?
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
to take in nature and climbing up hills, and then when you get to the top, it feels like a sense of accomplishment. Plus, you have the beautiful view.
Absolutely. So it's fun.
So in short, any form of exercise that you enjoy, right, which can become you, which speaks, you know, which you can adjust according to your level, according to your comfort.
Yeah.
But one thing I think is challenging yourself too when you are, you know, in fitness. For example, Dr. Shah and Anuj were talking about hiking, right? You can start with a moderate hike, and then, you know, depending on how you always challenge yourself, right?
Yoga is also very good. Yoga,
Absolutely.
we do classes, yogas and all that. It's very good. And
yoga,
actually,
meditation, right?
Yes, meditation takes you beyond your mind and really helps you to make the right choices. The right choices in life. So it's all combination of everything. Yes.
And that brings us back to the right choices in food.
Yes.
Foods we choose, the nutrition that we choose.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, if I were to say, you know, I'm going to quote, we are what we eat. So our foods, our choice of foods determine our outcome. The outcome is the quality of life. And as we know, most chronic diseases are lifestyle diseases. They affect the quality of your life. Quantity, number, we don't have a control over, but quality is something we definitely have control over. You know, simply changing the way we eat, the way we look at food, the food we choose, that's a huge step. You know, we all spoke about whole food plant-based diet, and switching to whole food plant-based diet is a very powerful tool, especially when it comes to preventing, reversing, managing chronic disease. Today's discussion, we spoke about high cholesterol, what causes high cholesterol, what causes heart disease, causes of diabetes, obesity, and even certain cancers. And you know, looking at the bright side, these all most of them can be prevented, managed, and reversed just by choosing nurturing food that nurtures you, food that empowers you, you know, nutrition that supports you inside and out. And that one thing, this one group that I would say that would do is whole food plant-based diet. By choosing whole food plant-based diet, you can overcome all of this. And by choosing a whole food plant-based diet, you're not only guaranteeing a healthier results for yourself, but also for the entire planet. So what are you waiting for? Go whole food plant-based. Thank you everyone for joining.